the recording. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Fingers Gotcha Pulls. We're going to see if the heater continues or if I get wrecked today. It looks like we have a really awful banner here. The Trinity of Thunder. I mean, when I heard Thunder banner, I was like, oh, cool. You know, Cyrus is a thing. Like, he has thunder, right? He could be on the banner. And then I opened up the game today because I wasn't paying attention to the news, and I'm, a little asleep on that, a little too hyped on the Mario stuff being announced. And it's Theo, Therese, and Gilderoy. Wah, wah, wah. But, as you know about these banners, it is a slight rate up on those three only, and then the rest of the 5 stars have, the same general rates. So you can actually off-banner somebody useful. So the 100 rubies isn't wasted. It is actually still a decent value. I wouldn't call it a value to go any deeper at all. But we're going to go ahead and roll on the Trinity of Thunder and see what we get starting now. And Gramps, I am going to tell my boy he's got to keep up. He's lost the lead, and that's exactly what I'm going to tell him. Okay, well, this is a non-guaranteed but not dead ring. We have some very deep blues but no dark yellow. So there's some potential in this. Let's see what we have in store. Okay, well, we started off with Iris, which is fine. She's capped for me, so I don't need her. And then Nana, she's probably not capped, but also not important at all. Here we have fake Cyrus in all of his glory. Alright, a 3.5 star Mina. Okay. Also capped. More Iris. Okay. This is another fake Cyrus sighting. Okay. This is looking like a really average, non-winning pull. I mean, we did get our boy Billy. I mean, big love in the chat for our boy Billy. Big love in the chat for our boy Billy. You know, he's just so wholesome and useful as a 3-star. Okay, we got our fake Dark Scholar Hines and Ashlyn. Okay, that wraps it up, right? That was 10. That was an absolute banger of a banner, and nothing gained, only 100 rubies lost. So the heater has cooled off so far. We are definitely not advancing to step 2. This banner can suck eggs. Because I really debated for about 30 minutes today whether I even wanted to do this. But Billy is amazing, so you know what? That's fine. Now, we're going to go for this one. The only actual hope here, a Molruso class up would be fine for me. And an Ophidu is honestly always welcome. You know, I don't want to see Millard. But that is a pet stone, so, pet stones are pet stones. Let's see what this banner brings. A dead ring. Okay. Now this is classic. It's a dead ring. So the best we can hope for is a 4.5. Probably not going to happen, but I've been wrong the last 2 times I said that. Okay. Now here we see Cedric, who is a fine cleric. Telly, who I've never used in my entire life. Ramona. Used Ramona a fair bit. I won't lie. She was alright. Madeleine I used quite a bit in my early days for the BT Axe, since she has a 3-hit club. Used her quite a bit for that. Pearl, never. Mm-mm. There's Ducky's Minnow, so we got that, and another Ducky Minnow, and Ramona again. Okay. Oh, Jose. Okay. And Minnow. Alright. Alright, so we definitely did not hit a 5e in any of those pulls. But we did actually get a Jose. So that was not bad. I'm not really upset about it, even though the heater has gone cold. We will definitely do some seals. I think I'm just itching to pull. And I mean, these banners aren't good enough for me to like go down them. So, what's up? Welcome, welcome. So that's a cool off period. But that, you know, you got to cool off at some point. You can't just keep winning every time you pull, right? You got to cool off, right? Yeah, you know, that's right, Grandpa. You and I are thinking the same way. But you know what? Let's see what the individual seals bring us. Probably a bunch of 3 stars, but you know, no big deal. Let's see here. Trish, a warrior that I very rarely used. Didn't really enjoy her kit. Not to say that it's bad, it just didn't compare to Sigrid, and I mostly just used Sigrid until I got stronger warriors, which I had to be pretty early on, so yeah. There's that. And then I pulled Corin after that, and of course I had Fior, so didn't see a lot of deep usage. Yeah, Trish is fine. I think as a character, I think her design is fine. I think her lore is fine. Just her kit just wasn't good enough compared to the other warriors that I had, and I wasn't running around with 3 warriors at the time. And so, I mean, she was definitely useful in certain aspects. Certainly used her more than I did Miles, and I think Miles has a decent kit with his Insight, Hail, Taunt. But I think I used him in exactly 1 fight. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. Alright, and Sunny, you know, the 3 stars, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Lionel's obviously a better 3-head Ducky. I mean, come on. Lionel's OP. Let's not compare OP Lionel to Trish. I mean, that's just not fair. That's just not fair, Ducky. It's not fair. Okay. This is a fake out ring. This is what this is. Yeah, fake out. Wingate. I used Wingate quite a bit, honestly. I did. I used Wingate for quite a few things. You know, yeah, I like Wingate quite a bit. Don't use him anymore because, you know, I'm kind of stacked on Thief, and sorry, but 4 stars just don't make it anymore. Huh. Paradeer, like the oldest looking traveler in the game. Minnow and Kurtz. Kurtz was useful for his speed down, for sure. I think that he was underrated in that regard. I used him on the Tome battle-tested fight before I had like Odette and other overpowered wing users. I say that like there's multiple, but really it's just Odette. Okay. Chapter 3 on the Bestower Quest. Okay, so you're pretty far along then. If you're on Chapter 3 of the Bestower Quest, that is pretty solid. Which of the Bestower Quests are you on? All 3 of the Chapter 3s, or are you on any particular one? Alright. These pulls are smoking cold today. Oh, all 3? Yeah. Wealth was my favorite of those, and then Fame. Power was my least favorite. Yeah. Wealth, I love Wealth. Wealth was a lot of fun. Although, I mean, my team was kind of OP for that fight, so I mean, maybe I'm biased because of that. This is a whole lot of dead rings. Bargello Supremacy, Wealth on top. Okay, I agree. I agree with that take. I love me some Bargello. You know, Bargello. That's probably not how they say it. I don't care. What do I know? I'm just some redneck from the south. Oh, what are you gonna do though? Okay, well, let's go. Kless. I used Kless for a fair amount of things, but not as much as I think I could have. I think I discovered Kless a little bit late in the game, like past the time. Because I was an Aslight stand at the time. Yeah, I mean, battle-tested Valor. Well, the battle-tested dude in Valor should have had from before then, but he's definitely that was the worst battle-tested fight on release, just because we didn't have anything club or darkness to deal with that fight. So it was a pretty messy fight. It's not bad now, you know, especially if you have Yan Long. Just beat him down. Hey, it's Billy again. Billy came back. Billy is in my DMs today. What is going on with Billy? Okay, so I think it's safe to say the prediction was no, get wrecked, loser, because I said the first 10 seals. We've done 10, so we're gonna complete the prediction and pay out. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So enjoy your points. You haven't even beaten Tequilan. Profit. Yeah, Tequilan, honestly, on release, I'll be honest with you, my first win was like 152 turns. Wish I had a recording of it, but that's also before I discovered like using my computer to do recordings and just streaming my phone to my computer, that sort of thing. It was pretty rough on release. There's a lot of gear that makes it a lot easier now. The fight itself is pretty fun mechanically. It's definitely aggravating to go back and just try to raffle stomp it, because you actually have to use your brain a little bit. But mechanically, the fight itself has a lot of points that are actually fun, I think. But not saying that it's easy at all. If you're not, you know, sitting on a bunch of level 100 travelers and a bunch of OP, you know, travelers. But it's definitely a fun fight mechanically, I think. So these are some really dry pulls. I think I burned out all my luck. I think depending on your roster, it depends on your roster. I will say that Tequilan is one of those that's probably the easiest using a pure 4-star roster. Uni Cup might be the most directly easy cup, because there's essentially just like use sword smash Uni, where you can kind of avoid the gimmick by just killing Uni really fast. Yan Long with a very, very specific comp is easy. Again, it's basically just have swords and spears, wreck face, avoid gimmick. But yes, Tequilan overall, taking everything into account, like low level kind of thinking along with OP, Tequilan is probably the easiest overall. Not necessarily the simplest, but the easiest. Your highest is A2 at level 92. I'll say this. I think I have 28 travelers at level 100. It's 27 or 28. So, yeah, I've grinded quite a bit, quite a number of hours in the game, and am more than willing to help if you need help with anything. You want, for instance, you want some advice on how to beat something or what hero to use on certain things. I'm more than happy. You can find me on the Discord, or you can, you know, message me on here, however you want to do it. I'm on the Octopath Traveler official Discord as Finger Koi Cait, so shouldn't be too difficult to figure out or find me. As Red Mage could tell you, I've run through some fights for people just to help them, because it's fun to do. I enjoy the arena battles. I enjoy most of the fights in this game. There are a couple that I do not enjoy. but Largo being one of them. Even though I can kill Largo in 11 turns, I still hate that fight. We got Curse, Sophia, Chloe, Hayes, Waludai, Nona. You have a lot of people I don't have, which is really funny because I don't have Chloe, Hayes, Curtius, Waludai, or Nona. I also don't have Soleil. I have everyone else you have and then some others, but your roster is pretty strong overall, especially considering that you have Therion and Alphen and A2. Waludai is also very good. I wanted Waludai. I tried to get Waludai. I pulled 3 steps on her and didn't get her, and then regretted it immediately because then they announced Nier, and I was broke at that point. Here we go. Last seal. Last seal. And do we have any winners? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Potential. It's a fake swirl. Let's see what we got here. We got a Brody on. Alright, so that is 37 pulls, no winners. So I will say that the heater is officially over. The luck was not with me today. Yeah. Alright. I'm not doing a paid pull. I'm not doing a second step. So the pulls train is over, and it was a complete bust today. But that's just the way it goes. That's the way the gotcha is. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Well, they got me today. But that's okay. We'll be back in... I don't know if depending on what next week's banners are, I may not be back next week for pulls. But I will definitely be preparing to take 6,000 rubies and cram it down August's throat when the anniversary happens, so stay tuned for that. Also, I'll let you know the next time I'm going to pull, and if you don't see the pings, the posts, the notifications, whatever, check my YouTube channel. I always post up the pulls to YouTube. These will be up sometime tomorrow. Thank you, YouTube.